mentioned earlier, alhamdulillah, we have a pretty full program. We have a number of speakers that are going to be coming up, and then we're going to be following, inshallah, with some good food. Inshallah, we'll begin with our first speaker. It'll be Brother Muhammad Zamali. He's going to read some ayat from Surah Al-Taha. Inshallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم طه ما أنزلنا عليك القرآن لتشقى إلا تذكرة لمن يخشى تنزيلا ممن خلق الأرض والسماوات العلى الرحمن على العرش استوى له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وما بينهما وما تحت الثرى وإن تجهر بالقول فإنه يعلم السر وأخفى الله لا إله إلا هو له الأسماء الحسنى.
Jazakallah khair, brother. Just for those of you who don't know me, I'm Tamer Mehanna. I'm Tarek's brother. So I just wanted to thank you on behalf of my family and on behalf of the defense committee that's doing work for Tarek for allowing us to come here for another opportunity to, inshallah, to update you and to let you know what's going on with Tarek and to give you an idea of where we plan to go in the future. So, Jazakallah khair. Thank you very much for giving us another chance to do this. Inshallah, the next brother that we're going to have up here will be Brother Nurah, who will be reading one of Tarek's more recent poems, The Glorious Road of Strangers. Inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The glorious road of strangers. We can't walk far, but we can let our souls fly and soar past the earth to look down from the sky and see every reason to keep our heads high, that we've got it all, a life money can't buy. You have a purpose. You and I were honored to live for this cause, to study this lifestyle, its guidance and laws, and arm ourselves against the surrounding flaws of Jahiliyyah and its protruding claws. You are part of something big. We are not alone, we have one another, worldwide crew of many a sister and brother, who are all prepared to die for each other, a bond that no superpower can smother, a bond handed down from the prophet, that man, whose life provides us all a clear, flawless plan. A plan whose essence the tyrants tried to ban. To revive this millah, we'll do all we can. It's not always easy. Let us be clear, sometimes we will be worn down. Sometimes we will smile and sometimes want to frown. But just like each prophet was driven from town, they knew they would one day watch their pharaoh drown. Your road is glorious. We have no time to sit around feeling bored. We've got our minds set on a manhaj adored, with a past of heroes of the pen and sword, and a future in gardens of boundless reward. The above words came in my mind tonight as I was laying in bed in my cell, thinking about how absolutely blessed and fortunate I am to be a Muslim, to know my Lord, His religion, His messenger, and to have my heart guided by Him to value all of this over and above anything else that anyone can value. Your brother, Tarek Mehanna, Plymouth Correctional Facility, Isolation Unit, cell number 108, written around Aisha time, Thursday, 4th of Rabi al-Awwal, 1431, 18th of February, 2010.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Jazakallah khair. So at this point, I'd like to just take a moment and to update everybody here as to what has been going on with Tarek's case, or at least with respect to what we, his defense committee, have been working towards and trying to accomplish here on the outside, inshallah. And also to provide some clarification as to the nature of Tarek's charges, because I know that I personally, as his brother, initially I was confused as to exactly what he was being charged with, because God knows there was a lot of chaos and a lack of clarity, so to speak, in terms of what the media was portraying as the charges that were formally being brought against him. So I'll try to address that briefly as well to kind of clarify any misconceptions that the fair and balanced media might have put in front of us. Firstly, I'd just like to acknowledge appreciation for the support committee that has been instrumental in really allowing us to hold a lot of the events that we've been holding. To date, we've had going on 6 or 7 events where awareness-based events where we've managed to get fairly sizable attendance of 50 to 100 or more people in each event. We've been trying to reach out a lot to the non-Muslim community because we feel like that's where a lot of the greatest confusion lies. And really the objective of reaching out to people is not simply for the sake of clarifying their information, but hopefully to cultivate a greater understanding of these linked events that are going on, of which Tarek is only one of the links. So it's an effort to raise awareness of this whole trend that's developing where Muslims are being unjustly targeted in an effort to appease the dignity of the FBI, I guess. That's a good way to put it. But so today we've held, as I said, about 6 or 7 highly organized events where we've also disseminated a lot of literature, not only about Tarek, but also about Sister Afia Siddiqui, who, as we all know, she was sentenced roughly a month and a half ago. And we've been working also with a number of non-Muslim groups who, in their own ways, they've been contributing to Tarek's cause. In some ways that we've been able to directly participate in, and in some ways that we haven't. But the point is that there's a lot of support for Tarek and for other people who are in Tarek's plight among non-Muslims, and it's really beneficial for us as a community to mobilize and to try to interface with those groups that wish to help us in reaching out to the non-Muslim community. Because otherwise, if we just sit there, then it's a self-defeating tactic. It's in our best interests to be more alive and more animated in that sense. So again, I want to thank the support committee for being very, very helpful in that sense. And I invite and I encourage any members of the community to become more involved with us and to help us out. Because while it's wonderful to have a lot of non-Muslims helping out with this, in order to add credibility to what we're doing, it's important to have a visible